Like a James Bond villain in a classic espionage spy thriller, China has just revealed their robotics hand. And, well, if you didn't believe in the doom of the world before, you may now.
This is like trying to produce a human. Yes.
A robot is building another robot.
Elon Musk.
Now we're entering a room where you'll see the future, where you'll see how far China has come in humanoid robotics. They're building an army in this room.
So this is the newest robot that they got in EX robot. This is the new one.
That's scary.
Look at the skin. Look at the details. 这个是 Joe， 打个招呼。
Could they pose a threat to humanity one day?
哎，还有个这个吗？哎 ，This is the first EX robot who can walk. Okay. For the future, they will have a full, complete robot humanoid one.
In the future, they'll be used in fields like education and healthcare. They'll become part of society.
In the future, the robots gonna build robots. So they think that the robot in the future, we can use it in education, in services, helping old people in hospitals. So he thinks that we really need robots in the future.
She's looking at me.
It means that in the future, we're gonna have more robots.
More robot, and maybe we're gonna stop this.
Yes. He said like the machine will never get tired from building robots. Think like a factory of building cars.
It never stop.
Never stop. 你们现在有几个机器人？总共
A robot is building another robot. Look how they're assembling the parts.
While our government focused on protecting jobs and watching over the psychological ramifications of what these innovations and these technologies were capable of disrupting, meanwhile, an entire other nation state and an entire other group of people said, fuck all that. We're gonna speed run it, we're gonna make it, and we're gonna worry about the repercussions later. And the thing is China, with their almost 1.5 billion population, can stand to suffer 1 million, 2 million casualties and continue to keep rolling. People don't understand the true value of a life in the modern era. And the sad truth is that oftentimes we overvalue it rather than undervalue it. But Jay, you beg and plead, that's sociopathic thinking. That's psychotic mentality at its finest. To disregard life, to completely commit subterfuge to the sanctity of life. Well, here's the problem with all that. Every single bit of that is thrown back into the mucky, miry waters of, is it really the case? Because now, not only do we have showroom floors in Hangzhou showing the latest and greatest in robotics and AI technology being married together right here, right now, in the real. Meanwhile, in Beijing, something else is afoot. So now we have multiple independent, fully functioning, fully at all 100% times the day, steaming and churning out factories, pumping and pumping and pumping and producing and producing and producing hundreds, thousands of robots. It's so funny to me that what literally was only science fiction 5-10 years ago is right now becoming real in real time. Right now, as you and I think, breathe, function, and operate. Right now, as you exist watching this video, China is producing thousands upon thousands of android automatons. And call them what you will. Servitors, clankers, whatever, doesn't matter. There's 100 different names for the same thing. And the reality is these things are coming out. And they will be around. There will be no avoiding them. There will be no hiding away in the mountains pretending that they somehow don't exist. And yet again, if we recall some of our previous talks, as it were, we discussed the rounded estimate numbers that the Americans have projected for a lot of these manufacturers. Now, obviously, when you get someone like Elon Musk out on a stage in front of investors and a whole lot of capital venturists, obviously some hot air is going to get blown. So you have to take everything, especially every number that's thrown out, with a huge truckload of salt. But what they projected and what they theorized was that in half of a decade, in 5 years from now, in the year 2030, we will roughly be at a silicon population of between 4 and 5 billion machines. And I don't think, I get a strong sense, a strong urge inside of me that tells me that most of you do not comprehend what that means. And what does this mean exactly? What are the actual provocations of us speedrunning a potential billion or so population of androids running around and existing with us, alongside of us? Well, at first, nothing initially. It will be a slow and gradual death spiral, if you will. It will start off with, a few people here and there in your friends groups and your local extended social circles. And you might hear of a few people maybe buying a unit or two to help their elderly aging parents, to just have something extra around the house to take care of extra chores and just kind of be a general amenity. Slowly and slowly, however, you'll begin to see more and more and more of these things crop up on the public streets, on the sidewalks, all around, just helping, doing little things here and there. Nothing major, just innocuous business as per usual. But that will slowly decay. Eventually, more and more people start bringing them to work. Oh, well, I'm a pipe layer at a local construction yard, and, it'd be nice if I had an extra pair of hands that could lift about 200 to 400 pounds repeatedly all day, every day, over and over again for 8 hours at a time, non-stop, on only one battery charge. Yeah, sounds a little intriguing now, doesn't it? Yes, and then you start bringing them more and more to the job site, and more they begin to help and incorporate and integrate themselves into our society. And then eventually the boss will notice. And now you begin to see where the spiral goes. Culturally speaking, at first they'll be discriminated and deal with major prejudice, calling them clankers, claptraps, talking toasters. We're already beginning to see signs of this in real life, in real time. doesn't take much to literally see the seeds of destruction sow themselves. And so, as we culturally revile against these abominations of man, these synthetic artificial constructs, and as we push back with one part of our mind but embrace and grab on tighter with the other, we will come to intimately understand and know the cultural, societal dichotomy of humanity creating and introducing silicon sentient life into this universe. And, well, love it or hate it, it doesn't matter. Your opinion is unfortunately forfeit, my friend, because China is already producing thousands of them as we speak. And there's no stopping it. There's no slowing it down. No, of course. In fact, actually the opposite's true. It'll only become more escalated over the next couple years. And so, here we are, at the end of the road for today. Where are you on all this? What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? Is this really the doom? Is this how it all happens? Are we just about to usher in Skynet itself? And if so, have you properly invested in a shotgun with enough shotgun shells to boot? Or do you see more of a silver lining in this dark and stormy cloud? Do you think there's good possible outcomes that can be achieved through this innovation? What are your thoughts? What are your opinions? I would love to hear from you. I'd love to discuss this matter further. But in the meantime, I've got a science exam to go take, and it's a beautiful day out. And the clankers haven't taken over yet. So I might just take a stroll on down to the old government building and bask in the nostalgia of human control and human governance before we unanimously hand it over to our silicon overlords. I'll see y'all next time.